going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country.
But Franklin, really, you know that
Sing!
The sun will come out tomorrow. I'll bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Perkins!
Tomorrow is when the commerce ends the sorrow till they're done.
So for the president, when I'm stuck in a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out
Excuse me, it's up my chin.
up my chin and grin and say, everyone, Republicans too, all of us sing.
Telegram.
This isn't for me, it's for you, Oliver. It's from your secretary in New York. Hundreds of couples jamming streets outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents.
Oh, boy!
Have begun to screen them, suggest you return to New York at once. Signed, Grace Farrell.
Well, Annie, it looks like the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought, huh?
Hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, Oliver, I suggest we better return to New York immediately.
Yes, Mr. President, if you'll excuse us. Annie?
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. President, and thank you.
No, thank you, Annie. You're the kind of person a president should have around him.
Mr. President, what if we set up 100, no, thousands of federal projects?
Dams.
Yes!
Highway.
Yes!
Post office.
Yes! And we could put the unemployed to work building them.
Why, we could create 5 million jobs within 6 months.
And weekly paychecks get all those millions off relief and back to paying taxes.
Mr. President, we could build a country that is so strong, not even Chancellor Hitler could defeat us in a war.
Mr. President, what we have to offer this country is nothing less than a new outlook.
A new vision.
A new approach.
A new concept.
No, a new dedication.
A new horizon.
And a new attitude.
A new deal. My friends, I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Harmony, everyone.
Miss, I'm afraid there's no word from Mr. Warbox or Miss Annie.
Drake, look at all these questionnaires. Do you realize that I have talked to 617 women who've claimed to be Annie's mother and 619 men who've said they were her father? That makes
1,236.
liars! Drake, I had no idea there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
Some of them were from the Bronx, ma'am.
Hey, we're back!
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are all the people?
They've gone, dear, come and gone. I'm sorry, they were all liars and fakes after nothing but the $50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, none of them knew anything about the locket. I'm so sorry.
Gee, and I thought for sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just arrived from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Ah, Elliot Ness has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
That sort of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
Sort of locket?
Yes, over 90,000 were made and sold.
90,000!
Annie, the gist of this is that Ness doesn't think that there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents to that locket. I'm sorry.
Gee, well, you did the best you could, and if you can't find them, nobody can. I guess a kid can get along all right without folks. I mean, look at you. You got everything. All them Duesenbergs hanging on the wall. And, well, everything.
Oh, excuse us, sir. We'll go see about dinner.
Annie, a Duesenberg is a car. Babe Ruth is a right fielder for the New York Yankees. And there's something else you need to know. I've made me a fortune, that fortune's made 10. Been headlined, been profiled again and again. But something was missing, I never quite knew. That something was someone, but who? My speeches are greeted with thunderous acclaim at 2 universities bearing my name. But something was missing each time I got through. That something was someone, but who? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. Grace! Grace!
Yes, sir.
Do you still have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, Grace. I want you to stay just a minute. You know, I haven't waltzed since J.P. Morgan went bust. Annie, come sit down. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
Gee, Mr. Warbucks, if I can't have my real mother and father, there's nobody in the world I'd rather have for a father than you.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
call Justice Brandeis and have him come over to sign those adoption papers right away.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, tell Mrs. Pugh we're going to have a house full of guests.
Yes, sir.
We need flowers
Flowers.
and caviar
Caviar.
and champagne. Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption party. This is going to be a celebration. And you can invite anyone in the world you want to come to it. You can have Johnny Rockefeller, Babe Ruth, Madame Shankashek. She's lots of fun.
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell, Mr. Drake, Miss Greer, Miss Pugh, Cecile, Annette. I guess I'd like everybody.
I'd like them too, of course. Drake,
Yes, sir.
tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids.
I don't think so, Annie. It's going to be way past their bedtime, but I tell you what. We'll invite everyone from the orphanage here tomorrow morning for a great big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too.
Why not? Miss Hannigan, too.
Sir, marketing, and I believe you use the term spiffed up.
Well, I think Annie and I should get spiffed up too, don't you think? Grace?
Yes, sir.
Grace, have Cecile put... Well, Grace, that's a very pretty dress.
Thank you, sir.
Grace, have Cecile put Annie into one of those new dresses and have Annette do something with her hair. Just take her upstairs and we'll gussy her out.
Thank you, sir. Gussy her up, gussy her up,
Gussy her up, gussy her up.
gussy her up, gussy her up. Annie, Annie, Annie.
Everything's humming now.
Hum, 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 hum. Good times are coming now. Since you came away, it's Christmas, Christmas every day. We dismiss bad times, sad times. Now they're all yesterday's news. Since Annie's kicked out the blues. Rockefellers come bearing money. Here Annie, look what she done for us. Big promoters got Nancy and Johnny. We got Annie, turn on the fun for us. Goodness, that's sweet.
Benny's looking.
Bye bye, bye bye. Let's have Jeff and Eleanor FDR. Annie, Annie, you build our lives through the storm.
My friends, welcome to the happiest night of my life. Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid. Together at last, together forever. We're tying that knot, they never can sever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you. You wrapped me around that cute little finger. You made life a song. You made me the singer.
And what's that always go through?
Anything but
Yesterday was plain awful.
you. You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
That's it. I'm poorer than now.
I'm richer than Midas.
Like nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if tomorrow was never true,
I don't need anything but you.
Hamlet needed his mother.
All we needed is Shaw. All we needed is brother. Oh, yes.
He go Kirkland, the two of a kind. The happiest pair now. Like Fred and Giselle, they're touring on air now. And what's the title of their dream that just came true? I don't need anything. Anything. I don't need
And we're ready to begin. The adoption process is very simple. According to the laws of... What?
Excuse us, folks. We don't mean to interrupt. Surely, look. There's our Annie.
Who are you? Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge. Mudge is the name. Ralph Mudge. This here's the wife, Shirley.
You never knew it, dear, but you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
We love you, but we had to leave you.
Well, Mr. Mudge, is it? You have to understand, we've had an awful lot of people who claim to be Annie's parents.
Proof. I expect you be wanting proof. Here's our driver's licenses, Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl, name Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, October 28, 1922.
October 28th? That's my birthday. birthday?
It was in her notes, sir.
I know, but I still don't understand.
Mister, please, you gotta believe us. We came in on the Greyhound this afternoon and went straight to the orphanage to fetch our Annie. But the lady there said our baby was here.
Oh, Annie, all these years I dreamed of holding you in my arms again.
Mr. Mudge, on the night that Annie was left at the orphanage...
Well, here's something you probably don't know, but when we left Annie at the orphanage, we left her with a half a silver locket and kept the other half. So it was one day.
Ralph, look, Annie's wearing it.
And here's the part that we kept. It fits perfect.
Oh, thank God, Ralph, she's our Annie.
She is? She is.
She seems to be.
Well, if you be getting her things, we're getting along.
But you're not going to take her.
No.
Wait a minute, Mr. Mudge. What about the money?
Money? We don't got much, but we can give you whatever.
Haven't you heard that I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to anyone that can prove that they're Annie's parents?
No, sir. We don't know nothing about no check. Anyway, we don't want no money.
Right. We don't want no money for Annie.
On the other hand, Cheryl, remember that little pig farm up in New Jersey? Well, with $50,000, we could buy it. We could afford to bring up Annie Bright in the country with fresh air, fresh eggs.
Fresh ham.
Yeah, fresh ham. Certified, huh? All I gotta do is make it up to myself.
Yes, that's correct. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yes, you wouldn't mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow morning, Christmas. And then you pick up Annie and the check.
Oh.
Oh,
Problem?
no. So, we should be getting back to the hotel. Bye, Annie, until tomorrow morning, honey. Then you'll spend the rest of your life with us.
Goodbye, Annie, love.
Goodbye, everyone. Oh, pardon me, sweetheart. Merry Christmas.
Season's greetings, one and all.
Well, isn't this a wonderful news? Annie has found her parents, and they seem to be a nice couple.
You're lucky, Annie.
Right. Lucky. A pig farm.
Mrs. Greer, champagne.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we must celebrate. After all, this is Christmas Eve, and we've just received the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and her father. Everyone, I propose a toast. To Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie! Annie! Oh.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Seem to have the same effect on everyone.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Mr. Warbucks, that Mr. Mudge, I think I've seen him somewhere before. I just can't remember where or when. I have the strangest feeling that he's not who he says he is.
Mr. President, Franklin, I need your help.
Of course, Oliver. Whatever I can do for you.
Silly to cry, nothing to fear. Betcha New Jersey's as good as right here. Betcha my life is gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me, and how I was almost his baby.
Well, thank you, Grace. I couldn't have done it with... Oh, Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks, Miss Farrell.
My, you're up awful early this morning.
Well, my folks are coming for me.
We've been up all night and had quite the time of it all. FBI coming and going, and did you know President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Annie, I've got something very difficult to you, and the president here is going to help me tell it to you.
Oh, how do you do, President Roosevelt?
Merry Christmas, Annie. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Franklin,
Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. From the paper and handwriting on your note, he succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
We already know that. Ralph and Shirley Mudge.
no dear, they're not your parents. Your parents are David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett? Where are they?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
You mean they're dead?
Yes, dear.
Well, I guess I always knew my folks were dead.